say that it feels right.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of Spartacus's legendary journey through Skyrim. Today, we have on the menu, or on the list of things to do, we gotta go get our Atronach stone. So, we're just gonna make sure that our weight's not too bad. We've got all that set up. We did, last episode was a little longer, but we did a lot of home stuff, let's set all the groundwork for our end game build, and really just finally solidified that up. I don't need this magic or regeneration. And yeah, so that was it's a little bit of a lengthy episode, took a little time, did some power leveling, did a whole bunch, but got a lot done. Got a whole lot done. So we have some vegetables. We still have 27 of these, so we'll go ahead and drop these items off here. And yeah, so we're headed to go get the Atronach stone. If you don't know what it does, it basically makes it so that you absorb, I believe it's 50%. You have a 50% chance to absorb all the damage from a spell. Basically, it's really powerful early, in that sense. However, oh gosh, who's this? Let's go find out.
You call yourself a wizard? I challenge you to a duel.
It's your funeral.
The gods will be the judge of that.
All right. Well, you brought fire to the table. That was no fun. Anyways. And you didn't make it. How great. So, yeah. So the Atronach stone, it makes it so that you essentially absorb, or have a chance to absorb, a 50% chance to absorb the effects of a spell. Now, if you absorb, so a little, I don't know if it's math or mathy, right, or just game mechanics, but if you didn't know, is that the all absorbs happen prior to any of the resistances, right? So if you absorb, a spell, then it never hits your resistance. Additionally, we're going to tout again that #1 perk in the game in Necromage. It's actually down here. I believe it's down here. So we're just gonna give it a run. I think we're gonna come down through the old Windhelm. We've done that a bit. We just recently, I believe, did a run for that, alchemy mats there. So we can run through it again and should hopefully not worry about too many enemies. But yeah, so Necromage, right? Necromage makes it because we have the perk, and we are a vampire, which means that we are undead. Things are a percentage better on us, or more effective on us. One of the things that includes is the Atronach stone. So whereas the Atronach stone normally gives you a 50% chance to absorb the spell. Oh, I thought I heard a dragon. So as it gives you a 50% chance to absorb the spell, Necromage makes it so that is now a 62 and a half. I'm pretty sure I do hear a dragon. We'll make sure we got our glass swords ready for him. We're ready when he is. Yep. Well, come on, big guy. Come play. We're just gonna ignore him. If he decides to come play with us, that'll be fine. We welcome the company. Got some dragon's tongue here. That's good. We're still gonna pick up some mats. Some of this stuff looks like the almost the entire run seems to have repopulated. But we're not going to focus on it too much because our our alchemy is really close, and we should be able to. I believe we're able to take giants. We've been able to take giants for a little bit, but I believe we're able to really. We could probably really farm out some giants' toes. I think we could go to a giant's camp and clear all the mammoths and all that. Like I said, we set up a lot of the groundwork in our last video for our end game, right? Our end game build. We've got the smithing up there. We got a potion that'll let us do, or we made a potion that'll let us take these bad boys up to like, almost 300, and then we also have our percentage increases. We're still only rocking like 40 or 44% increase to our one-handed damage in our enchants. But it's enough, right? It's nothing to write home about, right? And those are some old enchants, right? Like if we finish out our 100 enchanting, we'll probably also get twin perks, because I'll probably get some stamina regen. Whatchamacallits, enchants added onto our stuff as well. Maybe get archery on our helm or something like that, and kind of build him like a glass cannon, because the way we've got it set up is we can make his stats and all this gear very glass cannon-y, and then pump his health so that he can kind of tank some of the and his light armor, right? Pump his armor rating, pump his health, and so that we can tank some of those hits, and then just let us do the work. Not sure what I'm hearing over there. Oh, it's a bear. Come here, bear. You're a cave bear. Alright. That wasn't too bad. And we did also make our oh, what did we make? We made our smithing, right? So our armor is up there. I believe, yeah, we're at 1385. We are well above the cap. And we're just in, Elven and stuff like that. Alright. So, we're just going to kind of make our way. I believe the Atronach Zone, like I said, I believe it's south of here. So, we do have to go through some giants camps, so we'll give that a test. There is a dragon that runs around. Oh, we've got some sunlight problems. Let's go ahead and give that a wait time. I think we need 12 hours. Yeah. Oh, we need 14. My math was bad. So, yeah, we're, so with the Atronach Stone itself, against the Necromage perk, or with the Necromage perk as a vampire, we're going to get like 62.5%. And then, because we are also, right, because, no, not sure, yeah. In addition to the fact that the Atronach Stone is 62.5%, since we got the Atronach skill, right, out of the tree, the alteration tree up here, this is, 30%. But because we are Necromage Vampire, that I believe is actually 37.5. And if you're up on the quick math there, that equates to 100%. Now, at 100% absorb, or 100% chance to absorb all of the damage from a spell, basically makes us immune to spellcasters. The only downside to this is the only downside we have to this is, oh, what is it? Oh, we can't regenerate magicka. Now, we do regenerate magicka as spellcasters hit us, but for anything like a melee character that's just trying to smack us, we will have less availability of our heals, because we won't have the magicka to utilize them or spend on them. Now, we haven't had many problems with melee characters, so it's kind of our forte, and we are a dual wield. We are the Berserker, we are the Ravager. We kind of, invite that. Oh, looks like we have a little fight here. Where did this... There you go. I don't know why I did that. I'll take his tooth. I'm not too worried about his pelt. Well, actually, I'll take his pelt too.
Greetings, brother. Take a look.
We have an orc traveling merchant with moon sugar. Nope.
Until next time.
Nope. 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 Not gonna take that. What about you? What do you got? Meek the liar?
Snow in Skyrim. Enough snow. Lake does not want anymore.
Alright. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and give this a test. We're gonna take this mammoth or these two mammoths and this giant. We'll start with the giant, because the mammoths will come to us. And we're just gonna see if we've got what it takes to take this whole pack down without Berserker Rage. So there's our full. There's one. And there we go. That's all of it. It's all over, boys. It is all over. Well, what's going on with my mouse there? Tried to look down and it's just like slow looking. I pull it harder and it's like, yep, I'll just blast all around. So that's good. That is real good. Well, I figured out the mouse issue. Yep. So it turns out that you got to be on the right profile. I had switched it to my normal operating system profile, and it did not auto switch and detect when I was in the game when I had the Skyrim loaded up. So we fixed that. We're just making our way downtown here. Grabbing some creep cluster. We do need that. We got the giant stove from the giant we killed. That worked out really well for us. We've got this guy still up here. I think we're gonna be bold and just run right at his house. See what he does. Oh no, no. Look, we can dance with him. He likes to dance. Oh, and he was a regular dragon, but he didn't. That was super fast. We'll pick all of that up. We still got some attack speed here. We used the fast one. And we're gonna take this mammoth down. Oh, I'm sorry, big guy. I'm not actually sorry. I just don't want you to smack me before I get to smack you. We'll put on some food, some vegetable soup here. There we go. Well, that was close. He had an orcish greatsword on him. That was real close. We'll give that a wait. Gives us full health though. And now we should be able to at least use our heal if we have it available. I didn't see him around the corner. I was not prepared for that. On the plus side, if you objectively look at what we just did, we just walked in, killed a giant and two mammoths, turned around, and wrecked a dragon. That was a regular dragon, so don't get too excited about it. But killed a dragon, and then also took out, while not necessarily full buffed or ready, took out another mammoth with a ambushing giant. that is leaps and bounds ahead of where we were, 2 episodes ago in our combat, where we were, I think it was 2, where when we did the labyrinthian itself, and we didn't have to, I wouldn't say suffer, but we were definitely hurting if somebody looked our way. We had to, we just have to get them isolated, essentially. Versus now, I think we can almost, just kind of tank their damage, make sure they're not, going anywhere, and just stand in front and punch them. Punch them with our swords. Still grabbing these alchemy mats. I'm an alchemy fiend, apparently. Just never get enough. There we go. We see it on our map. Well, hello, Sabretooth. Leave the little fox alone, would you? Yeah, there you go. I'll take them both. Gonna go get some more tap. So yeah, I did mention that we were gonna go over some of the perks, or why Necromage is so good, and why I claimed it as the #1. I believe Fudge Muppet actually has probably the most informative video about it. Like, it's just all-encompassing and kind of goes through all of it. It's a little, it might be a little bit longer to listen to or to watch, given that, it's, oh, I'll put you out of your misery. That it's just information about that one perk. So if you're not the kind of person that just wants to dig into the who's, the whys, the whats, and the math of a game as to why it's best or why it's great or anything like that, then that video might be a bit much. But if you're willing to take just everybody at their word and say, okay, so this is just the #1 best perk in the game, then understand that it's the #1 best perk in the game. You do have to be a vampire for it, but basically all of its downsides are fixable. And easily fixable. What's up, Cave Bear? Stand up. You barely tickled me. Perfect. So yeah, Necromage and the skills. I'll only cover specifically what it's doing for this build. But in this build, because of the vampirism, we get the Atronach and the Atronach to make 100% spell absorption. You can do that with any build. You can do it as early as 100 alteration. As soon as you get 100 alteration, you can become immune to other spellcasters. So that's really powerful, and I really enjoy rushing it almost when I'm playing a spellcaster. So that's a lot of fun. And super useful. Any build can utilize that. And most builds on Legendary do, or will. Now, getting resistance is also great. But like I said, it's the spell absorption happens before. So resistance only counts up until you actually get, 100% spell absorb. The other thing the other big one, right, or the other major benefit we get out of being a vampire with Necromage is that Dual Flurry, right, the one-handed attack speed perk, it applies before the Necromage speed increase. And so I believe, like, it maths out as, it's 35% originally, and then when you've got the Necromage vampire on available to you or on, it makes it another 25% faster. So it ends up to being like 1.6 attacks per second. All right. So that's just a lot of speed, Like, these swords are super fast. When you combine the Dual Flurry, the Necromage, the Necromage Vampire setup and then you also combined, you know, our elemental shout for elemental fury, we just become a whirling dervish, a berserker essentially, something that we can just like, here's our one. That's with double swords, right? So there's no dagger equipped. You know, we can even make it faster if we go with like a glass dagger in our offhand and our left hand, and that just, to me, it seems outrageous how fast we can do that. But we did get our Atronach ability, so if we look in our actives, we should have 2 of them, right? We have the Atronach Stone. It says 50%, but like I said, you gotta remember that's like 62.5%. And then we also have the one out of the perk, the talent tree. So we are ready to just kind of showcase this. We are headed back to Winterhold, and so that shouldn't be too terrible. We got to go talk to Tolfdir. I do apologize if I sound stuffed up. That's because I am. My family decided to be sick and have everybody over for dinner, and naturally, they shared. They love to share those things. They never share their drinks. You know, they're the good things. They never share, you know, their bank account. But my gosh, if they won't just share, you know, their germs and their sickness. But I love them, so that's just gonna have to deal with that. So here we should be able to. Oh yeah, we've got another anomaly. This should be fun. Like I said, the first time we met these, they are one of the only things in the game that has no level. So if you could be like level 600 and it will scale with you.
She didn't make it. When it was clear we were going to have to fall back, she stayed behind and made sure the rest of us were all right.
Aw, well nice. She sacrificed herself. Why are you all the way out here?
Uncanny. I hope your trip to Labyrinthian was worth it.
Yeah, let's get in there.
Right behind you.
My trip to Labyrinthian was worth it. I think so anyway. Let me get this Staff of Magnus out. There we go. Night Stalker's Footstep, Vampire, Atronach Stone. Yeah. So the damage I took had to be from the melee that it did. All right, let's get in there. Defeat Ancano. I think I can do that. Correct.
The power to unmake the world at my fingertips. And you think you can do anything about it?
I think I can do some. You're right, spells have no effect. Didn't you see me just smacking him? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I could do that. Look at this. There we go. Use a staff on the eye. Boom. Hit me. Hit me with your spells. Give me everything you got. Come on. Look, it does no damage. I can slowly whittle you down. What did I get caught on? There's gravity in this thing?
Challenge me.
So I'm gonna fire this up. I feel like it's kind of showcased itself, right? There we go. I guess you could use this to farm some anomalies. And then we'll just stake this guy. Yeah. There you go. Get you some Thalmor stuff. Not worried about it. Garbage. Take this Greater Soul Gem. Talk to Tehblender.
I knew you could. I don't know.
I mean you don't know. You're supposed to be the old man who knows everything.
I doesn't seem to have stopped. I have no idea what to do.
Tehblender, you're the old guy who knows everything.
Now what's going on?
We knew you would succeed.
Of course.
Your victory here justifies our belief in you. You have proven yourself more than worthy to guide the College of Winterhold.
I am humbled.
A great many things obscured to you are quite clear to us. We have long believed you would prevail.
Oh, well, thanks. At least you believed in me, right?
The eye has grown unstable. It cannot remain here, or else it may destroy your college and this world. It must be secured. Onkano's actions prove that the world is not ready for such a thing. We shall safeguard it, for now. You now have the opportunity to maintain your college and
Okay.
carry on with your lives.
Okay.
You have our gratitude, Archmage.
Oh. Archmage, thanks. I feel like I just got promoted. Look at them go. And they just disappear.
Sejik, you've done it. The college is safe again thanks to your work.
You're right.
I knew you had it in you. I dare say the Sijiks are right. There's no one more deserving to be Archmage, in my opinion. Here, consider these yours, and the Archmage's quarters as well. I shall be here for advice, should you need me.
Pretty sure you just gave me a dead guy's gear. What were you holding on to it for? Right. Is there anything more I can learn in alteration magic? So this starts your 100 quest. We don't need it. Like I said, all we were going there for was the Atronach, that perk. Plus, it's a dual cast spell. All of the 100s are dual cast, and they take a long time to charge up. It's not terrible if you're gonna shoot lightning out of your fingertips, but it's not really great if you're gonna, you're trying to put up a buff in combat or something. Oh, look at these. We got some void salts. So we're going to clean this out. I'm not going to take many of those potions. Maybe some of these big ones. Yeah, so we're just gonna clean this place out, and so we'll speed that up, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. So we managed to get that all done, and we did pick some stuff up. We dropped off some of the two glass bows we picked up. We dropped them off down in the one of the pieces over there. Right, it's the chest at the end of the Archmage's bed. We've got some ingredients to drop off. We've got some weight issues to take care of thanks to the dragon bone we've got here. We've got some smithing. We'll slowly level that up. We're probably also going to purchase levels because I believe Yorlin can get us all the way to 90, so that'll help out. Any of our subsequent levels, we'll be looking at finishing out our enchanting, and maybe getting some artificial levels out of conjuration, illusion, destruction, stuff like that. Also got this here. This needs one more, right? So we can make our best potions and whatnot. But we are now the Archmage. We now have access to the best garden in all of Skyrim. I was going to say Tamriel, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's true. But it's at least the best in Skyrim. And yeah, so now I think we are ready with the the development of that. We should be ready for us to finish out our companion's quest. So we'll go ahead and get over here, find the we could also probably do the bloodstone chalice. That'll open up our shop vendors. So we'll probably do that first. I believe we're headed home now to do some. Oh my lord! Stop it. Yep, we're gonna hop home. We're gonna drop off those dragon bones and dragon scales. Maybe take a look. All right, so maybe we'll take a look at doing some enchanting real quick. Just making sure. Bandits jump into my house one time, and now I can't not check. We'll run down here, drop off all that stuff we were just talking about. Let's see, what all do we got here? We did enchant our chest with that. Not worried about the Staff of Magnus, though it does cost us some weight, so we'll go put it up in the bin upstairs. We still have paralysis poisons. We still have these poisons of slows. Look at these. They sell. So those are for selling, so that's good. If we ever get into gold problems, I don't think we'll be in gold problems anytime soon. Got gourd, we don't need that. Books, keys, and miscellaneous. There we are. Let's drop these dragon bones, dragon scales. We'll drop the pelts because when we do some smithing again, we'll worry about them. Same thing with these sabercat pelts. That brings us down to 259. If we've got no new things there. We'll also have to take an episode somewhere in the near future and finish out the house. I think that would be something I'll enjoy. Up here. Put our ingredients in. Use our macro to do it. Oh, we got to turn the macro on. There we go. Now we've got our R spam macro going. There we go. Look at that. That was almost 50 weight. In addition to this, oh, let me get off of there. In addition to this here, we'll put in our pieces that we don't need. Like this staff of Magnus, this iron dagger. Got these gems, right? We've got gems to put in. Grand gem, a couple graders, some lessers. One of the things, when I believe we picked up an enchanter's filter over here for 20%. Hey yo. Although I think we can make our own, and it's significantly better. But let's see, if we go to large sack, down here we'll grab some of the, like the petty gems, right? We've got 47 petty gems. I don't think we have 47 things to, well, we have 115 rings to enchant, but let's start with daggers. So 31 iron daggers. I think that matches up pretty well with our 25 lesser gems. We'll grab the 47 petties just to be on the safe side. And so what I do here is I just kind of get into a rhythm. We don't have anything to disenchant, so we're going to take the iron dagger down. I do use the mouse. I use the D-pad when I use the controller. We want the best enchant. So the best enchants, I believe, are Absorb Magic, Turn Undead, or Blessed, and Paralyze. We don't have any of those. So maybe we should just not. Yeah, so we'll skip that. We do have Archery, which I believe is the best enchant for. And by best, I mean the one that sells for the highest amount. And these are in the base game. I think some of the Dragonborn or whatnot DLCs might, like for example, Chaos damage, or the Chaos enchant. I believe that'll outweigh all of the other ones. All the other enchants we've got. So we'll skip that. We'll wait until we can find one. I believe we get one out of the Thieves Guild anyway. So. Or we might have one in here. Let's see. There's our big one. 53% better. Some gold rings. Sarthal. Doesn't look like we have anything that's enchanted. The disenchant. So yeah, so we'll wait until we get a Blessed or Paralyzed or something like that. And that'll end it for today. We'll pick this back up. I believe we're gonna head off and do the vampire quest, like I said. Appreciate you for watching. Let me know if you've got anything you want to see, anything you want to see in the future, anything you want corrected, tips, tricks, critiques, anything about the videos. Other than that, we'll catch you the next one.